Please let them be asleep. Please let them be asleep. Please, Kami-sama, please let me. I'm begging you. Just let me do do me the small favor. Fuck. Minutes tick by like hours, and I stand frozen like an idiot, willing her elfy head to appear out of the darkness. I realize I'm sweating, actually physically sweating from anxiety. Right when I'm about to call the cops, certain that she's murdered everyone in their beds, a dark female form shoots out of the neighbor's doorway and leaps up to my balcony. Without even looking at me, Nerith pushes into the house and drops her loot on the floor of the bedroom where I finally get a good look at it. I feel a tension headache creeping into the back of my skull as I recognize some questionable leather that appears to be from an expensive couch. Beside it are some metal rungs found on most shower curtains, and some heavy brocade drapes, and a whole assortment of metal odds and ends that she likely took from furniture and light fixtures.
Not a bad haul, huh? Now where do you keep your leatherworking equipment?
Oh my fucking god. I feel numb. Curiously, wonderfully numb. I'm comfortably numb. When my voice finally comes out, it sounds dead even to my own ears. You can't wear this stuff, Nerith. She glares at me, crossing her arms and puffing herself up threateningly.
And why the hell not?
I tried to tell you, people don't wear things like that here. You'll stand out even more than you already do. At the very least, the owner of those items will probably recognize them, and I'll be the one who gets in trouble. Her response is to throw up her arms in the air and make a disgusted sound.
Ugh, of all the gutless, cowardly... Fine. It's your job to get me whatever passes for proper clothing around here then.
Will do, I guess. A little surprised, but grateful, that she caved in so quickly, I quickly stamp some feelings back in my feet and turn toward my dresser. I grab my largest, baggiest t-shirt and toss it to her. Oh, there we go. You can sleep in that tonight. It should be more comfortable than those ripped up leathers and burnt on whatever. Nerith rolls her eyes, but blinging shrugs into the garment. My brain died. I try to keep my gaze on the ceiling and ignore the fact that an elf is wearing my clothes and not much else. Well, good night then, I guess. She grunts in reply. By unspoken agreement, Nerith retires to my bed like a queen, and I lay myself down on the living room sofa warily. I was about to ask, where is she sleeping exactly? I fall asleep before my head even hits the cushion, thanking whatever gods are listening that this weirdness happened on a weekend. Oh, thank God. I don't wake up again until noon the next day. I'm disoriented to find myself on the couch in the living room until my memories of early morning hit me like a ton of bricks. Did I just dream all that? This is a nice-ass living room, not even gonna lie. Look at this entertainment system, this TV. God, he's set, man. Yawning, I get up and cautiously knock on my bedroom door a few times, just in case. Oh, don't open that door. There's a loud, startled snort and then silence. Definitely not a scream. I have to go out for a few hours. Please don't go anywhere until I get back, okay? Everything you need is already here, and you can work on your armor if you get bored. I sound like a mother scolding a particularly dim-witted child, but I'm too tired to phrase my words my words any more carefully. While I'm at it, I should go ahead and add, there's food in the kitchen if you're hungry. A sleepy murmur is her only response. It's hard to decipher words, but it sounds like piss off. I sigh before grabbing my wallet and heading out the door. Is this what part of me is? After grabbing a quick bite to eat, I head to the mall to look for some girly clothes. Nice. Not sure where to start. I make for one of the bigger department stores that has a little bit of everything and turn toward the female section. I'm immediately assaulted on all sides by lace and frills and flowery things. The question of how far I'm willing to take this looms in the back of my mind. Am I getting underwear too? A bra? What sizes? Should I ask? She looks pretty. She's muscular. She's got a decent like breast size. Like, how do I figure this out? My face hot, I try not to look out of place as I sort through some ugly looking blouses. I hear a giggle on my right, and before I can help myself, I look up. A gaggle of schoolgirls stare right at me and whisper to each other. A horrifying thought occurs to me. What if these are girls from my own high school? Oh, hell. Being a social outcast is one thing, because I'm already that. Being openly mocked and ridiculed is quite another. With this thoroughly unpleasant thought in my mind, I drop the shirt I'm holding and run the hell out of there. The humiliation is great as I drag my feet up the stairs of my apartment 30 minutes later. Nerith looks up at me from her seat on the floor when I walk in.
Where are the clothes?
Well, her crafting materials lay scattered around her, along with some tools I recognize from the utility closet. All I can do is shrug helplessly and hope she doesn't maul me with the hammer she's using to flatten pieces of material. She curls her lips in disgust, rolling her eyes.
Are you anything other than useless?
Nope.
Forget it then. I'm not staying cooped up in this hovel another day while you dick around trying to find a solution. I'll figure this out myself.
Not in this world, you're not. The thought of what she might do to get a hold of said clothes had me recoiling in horror. But before I can work myself up to a reasonable argument... Uh-oh. Someone is at the door. Oh, hell. Quick! In the closet! Nerith's eyes slit dangerously.
What?
I clasp my hands in mute appeal. Please get to the fucking closet. There are little slats you can see out of and... Be right there! Please, Nerith, please!
Ugh, you're so pathetic.
Despite her words, Nerith picks herself up and shuts herself in the nearby closet. Immediately, I dart to open the door.
Hey, Hikaru-kun, how was your day today?
Praying that she doesn't read too much into my haggard, stressed-out appearance, I fumbled to answer. It was fine. I was up late playing video games, so I didn't get much sleep, as per usual. Stop telling her what a loser you are. She looks over me with that I hope is concern.
You shouldn't do that so often, Hikaru-kun. You'll get sick if you don't sleep properly.
No, that's fine.
Did you get to eat the dinner I made you, at least?
Oh, I did that. Yes, thank you. It was delicious as always. Mika smiles warmly, and if I were any other guy, I might think her cheeks were a little flushed. She smacks me playfully on the arm.
Well, if you're done, can I have my dishes back? That's kind of why I came over.
Oh, sure. Well, just stay. Hold on a second. I'll go get them. I scramble to my room to assemble the dirty dishes, praying to God, or any gods that may exist, that Nerith won't lose patience and ruin my life by jumping out now. Thankfully, Mika is still standing at the door calmly when I get back, and I hand her the bowls without incident.
Good. I'll just wash these up before I head over to the store. See you later, Hikaru-kun.
Hikaru, you could have fucking at least cleaned the dishes, man. Like, that's polite. She made you dinner, she brought them over, and you're just like, I'm not even gonna clean them. What an asshole. I shut the door behind her 1 second before Nerith comes barreling out of the closet. Without preamble, the elf points a finger imperiously at the doorway.
Were those normal clothes?
Yes. I nod, not sure where she's going with this, but hoping it won't turn into another argument.
Does she live nearby?
Oh, hell. No. You can't!
Do you have a better idea, useless?
I opened my mouth angrily, ready to tell her that I'd head back to the mall in a heartbeat if the alternative meant inconvincing Mika-chan. But then I think about the giggles and the stares. Worst, having to deal with the lingerie department. You're just buying her normal clothes. Don't go to lingerie. My shoulders slump and I hear myself answer. She lives down the hall, second door to the left. Nerith nods briskly, suddenly all business.
Perfect. I'll sneak in while she's gone and find some shit to wear.
Okay, but, can you please try to only grab from the back of her closet stuff she won't miss right away?
Yes, fine. Just go and be a lookout or something.
This sounds good. To me. Sorta, not really. The further away I can be if something goes awry, the better. Just one question, though. How are you gonna get in? You're not gonna break the door down, are you? Nerith gives me a sideways smirk in reply.
I have my ways, don't worry.
Of course you do. I mean, her magic and stuff still works. Her words don't really instill confidence. If anything, I feel more nervous than ever. Still, I find myself standing obediently outside the apartment complex 20 minutes later when I'm positive Mika-chan is gone. Are we really doing this? Are we still really stealing her clothes while she's gone? Behind me, I watch in awe as Nerith hops nimbly from balcony to balcony toward Mika's place. She lets herself in by the sliding glass door, and I wait. Wait and worry. Then the worst thing possible occurs. Around the corner comes Mika-chan, grocery bag swinging under her arm as she makes her way home. How the fuck did she get back already? Oh! Belatedly, I recall that I ran into her coming from the store yesterday as well. A quick trip makes sense if she only went to the convenience store for one or two things. I know that Nerith isn't done yet, and I have no idea how much longer she'll be. I need a stall, but how? Without really thinking about it, I blurt out her name as soon as she's within earshot. Mika-chan! Oh, shit. She looks surprised to see me, but her smile is as friendly as always.
Oh, Hikaru-kun, what are you doing out here?
Oh, just enjoying the nice air. That's a great question. What possible excuse could the reclusive, geeky gamer boy have for standing around on street corners in the middle of the afternoon? I just thought I'd like to take a walk to be healthier, like you said earlier. My eyes dart to fully take in the fact that I'm standing there, despite my words. Her lips curve into a teasing smile.
If that's the case, you didn't make it very far, did you?
No, not really. Damn it! Think of something else now. I got distracted by the clowns. I'm gonna walk you home. The words came tumbling out of my mouth without real thought, and I thought I'd be mortified if it wasn't for the incredibly cute blush decorating the girl's cheeks. She laughs as if to brush off her embarrassment, but the way she pushes a strand of her hair self-consciously behind her ear makes my heart stutter inside my chest.
How gentlemanly of you. I guess I ruined your shining moment of chivalry by coming home too soon then, huh?
Yeah, that's just exactly what I wanted to do. Her smile is so soft and feminine. Her tongue promptly decides to trip all over itself in reply. It's fine. I should have made up my mind earlier. She's close enough now that I can just barely catch a whiff of her shampoo. It smells like cherries. Mika giggles a little, readjusting the bag in her hands. I take a moment to glance upward at the balcony. Still no sign of Nerith. I need to get Mika to turn away from the apartments. I realize, come on, can I walk you upstairs at least? Her answering grin is enough to make my palms sweat.
Sure.
Whew. I wait for her to turn and pretend to follow. Oh, wait, Mika! She turns away from the building, confused. I actually wanted to know a recipe for the beef stew you made last night.
Eh? I could tell you that more easily upstairs, Hikaru-kun.
Let's just not go up there real quick. She moves to head inside, and I impulsively grab her hand to force her face me. Oh my god. She looks surprised at the contact, but doesn't pull away. Well, I thought since I'm already down here, I could head straight to the store and to buy the ingredients. What do you think about that? No need for unnecessary stair climbing. Mika begins to lift her eyebrows suspiciously. I feel the back of my neck break out in a cold sweat until suddenly I spot movement out of the corner of my eye. Miracle of miracles. Nerith is making her way out of the balcony door, her arms laden with clothing.
You're just going to remember all the ingredients? Don't be silly. I would need to write them down for you, along with the cooking steps.
I stop listening. The blood drains from my face as I watch a pair of jeans come tumbling out of Nerith's arms toward the sidewalk below as she leaps back toward my apartment. I almost said our apartment. The jig is up. This is all I have time to think as denim fabric hits concrete with a heavy flop. The sound isn't loud, but it's unexpected enough that Mika starts glancing over. If she looks up to see where the pants came from, like any logical person would, she'll be able to catch a glimpse of Nerith right as she opens the balcony door. I have to stop her. Oh god, my body moves on its own, moving with a speed I wouldn't have thought possible. Without any consent from my brain, my hands come up to grab either side of her face, but in a gentle but firm grip. Her skin is expectantly soft.
Hikaru? What are you doing?
Shh, shh, shh. Her voice comes out in a quiet gasp, and she drops the suffix in her shock. I say the only thing that crosses my mind at that moment. You have gorgeous eyes. Then my brain kicks into gear and humiliation fills me so completely that I barely notice the sound of her bag hitting the pavement at our feet. I let go of her as if her skin were hot enough to melt iron. Then I run! Because that's the type of guy I am, unfortunately. Okay. Thankfully, I at least have the presence of mind to retreat up to my apartment instead of away from it like an idiot. By the time I close the door in front of me, Nerith is already sitting on the floor, investigating her haul. She looks up at me, takes in my red face and heavy breathing, before dismissively turning back to the loot. I close my eyes to try and think. Okay, Mika thinks I'm probably the world's biggest weirdo now. Perfect. It's great. Just the cherry on top on the shit Sunday that my life has turned into. Then I remember that Mika's hair smells like cherries, and I'm torn between laughing hysterically and crying like a little girl. I'll go with the crying. Instead of succumbing to either of those temptations, I open my eyes. What are you doing? Only to be greeted by the vision of Nerith stripping to change into one of her new outfits. I like the fact she's gorgeous, but she's also very muscular too. I like that. Stop! The squawk comes from my mouth as it's hardly dignified, but it gets her attention. She looks honestly confused for a minute.
Huh? Why?
My jaw works soundlessly for a moment, and I'm sure I look like some kind of demented goldfish. Because you can't just get naked in front of some guy you don't even know! It's indecent! Despite my strong words, I can't quite tear my eyes away. I'm only human after all. And all that exotically colored skin is on display. Nerith snorts before flashing a wicked grin that doesn't help the situation at all.
It's just skin, useless. You have some too, don't you? Nothing to get all worked up about.
She's got a great, idea on life. Her words drive me to clap my hand over my eyes. Someone has to protect her modesty, damn it, and it will be me! Can you please just put some clothes on now? With an irritated grumble and a few well-chosen insults, Nerith complies.
You know, we could have avoided all this if you had just told me the girl was your lover.
Whoa, what? Oh, that does not fit you at all. I drop my hands in shock, but luckily by this point, Nerith is fully clothed. The clothes don't fit well, to put it bluntly. We'd failed to take into account that Nerith is much taller than Mika, by at least a head. She's not... we're not, and especially not now. The elf finishes zipping up her skirt and stares at me in the eye with a revolted expression completely at odds with her skimpy getup.
My opinion of you could not possibly sink any lower.
Well, that's just good, isn't it? Her voice is completely flat, and all I could do is sigh, incredibly tired all of a sudden. It's been a long day. Then Nerith resumes her seat on the floor, and it's suddenly very clear that I forgot to explain the importance of undergarments. It takes a while, but I finally managed to convince Nerith to put on some of the panties she took from the back of Mika's closet.
Why the hell would anyone wear clothing under their clothes? What's the fucking point?
You just do, okay? That way you're not so exposed.
Well, you could do with a little more exposure, in my opinion.
The fuck you trying to say? With that, she plops herself back down on the floor beside her tools and resumes work on her makeshift armor. I breathe a sigh of relief, hoping that this means I'll finally have a quiet moment to myself.
You know that this is only going to keep me occupied for another few hours, right?
Ah, damn it. Teaching an Elven Warlock how to use a television is a whole new adventure unto itself. And by the time 9 o'clock rolls around, I'm so exhausted that I pass out on the couch in the middle of whatever variety show is going on. The next morning is Monday, so I drag my feet to the toilet and get ready for school. Between brushing my teeth and digging a semi-clean uniform out of the laundry hamper, semi-clean, I convince myself that Nerith will be fine by herself today. She totally won't, though. I count on the TV being enough of a technological marvel that it should captivate her attention a few hours at least. She'll probably sleep in anyway, that's my hope. Saying it out loud makes it seem like it's a possibility. I knock on my bedroom door to politely let Nerith know that I'll be leaving for the day. Her response is a sharp thud against the door, like she threw something heavy at it. I take the hint and pray that the thrown object wasn't something breakable like my alarm clock. Though that might be useful. School is relatively uneventful, though Agano-sensei comments that I look awake and alert for once. Too alert, perhaps. I'm antsy all day and jump at the slightest provocations, words, brain, to the point where the people around me start to notice. It's hard not to, though, since I can't seem to fight off the anxious feeling that Nerith is going to get in trouble while I'm out of the house. By the end of the day, I'm a nervous wreck, and I beat everyone else to the door as soon as the last bell of the day rings out. Oh my god, when I get home, I'm appalled to see what I was absolutely right to worry about. The apartment is thrashed. Mud trails, and what appears to be blood splatter, decorate almost every flat surface of the home. Some of it is even on the ceiling, suggesting that whatever died in here did it so explosively. Also, my shit is on fire! In the middle of it all sits Nerith, calmly roasting some unidentifiable meat over a small fire. I'm not sure what's worse, the fact that the fire was obviously built using bits of the living room furniture, or the fact that the elf responsible is once again lacking any kind of pants whatsoever. Fire! Neighbors, fire! I'm not sure if I'm just imagining the edge of my vision going gray, but I'm about 95% positive that I'm having a stroke. There will be absolutely no way of hiding this from my father. When he returns from his business trip, I'm fucking dead! Nerith looks up, utterly unrepentant, and even has the audacity to shrug.
Well, what did you expect? I got hungry.
You don't I have a whole refrigerator full of food! Nerith ignores me, taking a huge bite of the meat. She takes her time chewing before bothering to form an answer.
My patience is running out, useless. I'm used to being outside, running, and more importantly, hitting things. As far as I'm concerned, all of this...
She waves her hand around to indicate the disaster area that used to be my living room.
...is your fault.
I beg to differ. I slap a hand on my forehead and groan. Clearly leaving her alone all day is out of the question. I have a sneaking suspicion that she went easy on me today, confining her destruction to just the living room. Next time, it could be the whole apartment, or, God forbid, the whole floor. So the only other option... Did those clothes you borrowed yesterday have like a school uniform mixed in with them? At her blank look, I crossed the room to the pile of neglected clothing and searched through it. Mika graduated a couple years ago, so she probably had the uniform in the back of her closet, if she kept it at all. I just prayed that Nerith was as thorough as she makes herself out to be, and grabbed as much as she could. And miracle of miracles, there it is! I feel myself smile for the first time all day. What a relief. And from the looks of it, the pattern shouldn't be all that different from what the other girls in class still wear.
What's going on now?
Okay, listen. Do you think you could pretend to be like a regular human girl for a few days? Nerith's eyebrows rise for a moment, before she breaks into a grin that makes me twitch with nervousness.
No problem.
Yeah. It would have to be really convincing, Nerith. You'd have to wear this outfit with underwear, and you'd have to blend in as much as possible. She rolls her eyes heavily.
Did you not hear me? It's not going to be a problem, useless. You worry too much.
I like how that's just my nickname. My nickname is literally useless. With that, she polishes off the last of her meal, puts out the fire with a neglected wave of her hand, and flounces over to the toilet room. I decided not to let the worryingly confident smile on her face get to me. It's much easier just to keep it off my mind. I prepare a small dinner for myself, and only when the dishes are in the sink and I'm ready to go to bed does Nerith finally come out of the other room. Immediately I can sense a change in the air. Something like static electricity clings to Nerith's body, and it sends little warnings tingling down towards me when she gets close enough. Is that... What is that?
It's my mana. Meditating helps me store it up when I need to work my magic into something... bigger.
I'm too afraid to ask what she has in mind, figuring that I'll know soon enough anyway. I turn my attention to the fact that Nerith is still walking around without pants! Are you really going to be able to fool anyone when you can't even be bothered to wear pants?
Ugh, again with this? Look, those stupid pants and skirts are uncomfortable as fuck. I shouldn't have to wear them when I don't need to blend in.
I mean, I'll give you that. So, God damn it.
Besides, in case you haven't noticed, all the important bits are covered already thanks to those panties you were so pushy about.
Jeez, this is great so far. This is just so wacky.